tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much. And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
58's the money. 58's the money. All day. Let's go.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gun. Slam. Space. Right here, guys. Fight, 51.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Gun. Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. What is that?
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Gun. Mike 51. Hey, South. Bring it. Check 99. Hey, 51.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Bang.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Falcons 0.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Kill. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Ravens.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On the double. 58, come on. He don't know no better.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Like 25. 39. Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Shoot. Ready, set up. 25,
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Gun. Go.
Here's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Wait! 51!
Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 21. Hey, South. Motion, check. Shift.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Squeeze. Push him back. Check.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Hey, let's go. Come on, baby. Let him go.
Now it's Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Pick it up. Wait. Kill. Base. Gun.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
40's Mike. Hey, zoom. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, go on, Mike. Gun. 40's Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's second and 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check it back.
On second and 9, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7 yards.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Space. Out. 25.
Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Back 25. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. 51, Sub. 61, matchbox lights. 51, Sub. Hey, Sub.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
I know he ain't got it. Check 52. He's coming. 21.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Back 25. Check. Shot, gun. Gun. Base. 51. I'm going to run you.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Gun.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
It's a party now. 20. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Watch the curl. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Get up.
Freeman. And an alley to run. is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
46 is right there. Check in, check in. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Showing it.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Gun. Base. Let's go right here.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, South. Right here, guys. Gun. 51. Quarterback, don't get nervous. Gun. Get in the chair, you up. 21. Don't get nervous.
On third down, Ryan. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go, Mike 51.
Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Space, space. Pull together. Check 31. Check 31.
Ryan. Caught by Jones. 23 yards the pickup there. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
54, stop! 51 to Mike. 50. Quickstone, travel. We own it. We own it. Check, check, check.
On 1st down, Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. 11. Back 25. Stay south. Shit, shit. Got it, got it. Got it, got it, got it. Be ready, be ready.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, express, express. 51, 51. Danny. Go, Mike 51, Mike.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Single. Hey, echo. Just watch 88. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Yeah. Ready to go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Is a turnover on downs.
Let's go. I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Back to you. 45 to the mic. And watch your legs.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will.